We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Colorado Rockies and the Miami Marlins. It's Marlins Baseball on the Show. Next. Elieser Hernandez is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Marlins. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Now at the plate, Chris Owings. And we are set for baseball here this evening. Underway now on a Friday night as the first pitch of our series misses for ball 1. Guys, this Marlins ball club, as they begin play here tonight, they come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty, what I need to see out of this offense today is some early production. Somebody's got to get on base and put the defense on their heels. They've been struggling recently. They're not swinging the bats well. They got shut out yesterday, and this offense needs to adjust itself.
And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now. Hit hard to the right, but foul. Game time temperature tonight, a comfortable 66 degrees at first pitch. The 2-2. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. And he lays off, ball 4, and the leadoff man is on to begin the ball game.
Man, that's just painful for a pitcher right there. A 3-2 offering that was right on the corner, but he couldn't get him to chase, and he doesn't get the call. Can't beat yourself up about that one too much.
In now for Colorado, Daniel Murphy. First chance for him here with a man on following the leadoff walk. From the stretch. And they'll start him with a fastball that's low for ball 1. Hernandez offers up perhaps one of the nastiest sliders around, and it won't be uncommon to see a lot of off-balance swings against it, and it'll be easy to see why once you see it come out of his hand. He's got a huge break on it. 2-0 now.
He's having a really hard time finding his rhythm and finding the strike zone. It's going to allow this offense to keyhole him in big situations. He's got to figure it out pretty quick.
Fouled away. The 2-1. Runner goes for second. Fouled off. Owings on at first, nobody out. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Nolan Arenado is on deck. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
At this rate, he's going to set some kind of a record for walks issued in a game, or he'll get an early hook. We'll see if he can settle down here and start to find the strike zone, or if he continues to struggle.
Here's Nolan Arenado, and check out the recent numbers. Clearly providing a lot of thump at the plate right now. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. First and second here with nobody out. Behind 0-2 now. hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. A swing and a miss on a ball way out of the zone, and there's one away.
You hear that phrase, climb the ladder, all the time. And that's pretty much what he did right there. When you change the hitter's eye level with each pitch in that at bat, it becomes very hard for him to adjust and put the bat on the ball. He made that strikeout look real easy.
Trevor Story steps in now. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. The average for him sitting at .312 on the season. A dozen home runs and 37 RBIs. Oh, and 1 count and the pitch.
That's a great pitch for a spot like that. It looks like a strike, that it just comes in out of the zone. If you can command that with movement, it's a very effective pitch to pitching hitters inside.
Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty, we got a good one behind the dish today in Ed Drummond. Well liked by all people, pitchers, batters, managers. All you want as a player is the ability to talk to someone. And that's what Ed does. He gives you that chance.
Zero, you hit the nail right on the head. He has a real long fuse. He's not afraid to let a hitter or a pitcher, I'm not saying complain about a particular pitch, but he's not the guy that's going to get mad and throw somebody and give him the boot just because a guy doesn't like a pitch or a pitcher thinks that a pitch is a strike and they call it a ball.
David Dahl to the plate now as he rips it on the ground to second. And that's through into center field. Base hit. And a relay to the plate. And this will not be close, and the run will score easily.
Hey, nice way to start a new series, Dero. The thing you want to do is try to score early. It's always nice to win the first game of a series.
Yeah, they're coming out swinging right here, trying to set the tone and let everybody breathe a deep sigh of relief. Hopefully get this first game under our belt.
Brendan Rodgers bats next as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1.
Tough situation early out on the mound, but if he can limit the damage right here, might build some confidence and get him rolling.
The set and the 1-0. A little too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down the way or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Three balls, no strikes. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove him one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
The 3-1 pitch. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. Gone! So that's his first home run in the big leagues, and it's fair to say it's a moment he'll never forget.
Well, there's no doubt about that, Matt. People ask him 50 years from now who he hit it off of and what stadium he was playing in, and he'll remember it all. Heck, he'll probably remember what kind of pitch it was, too. Hopefully he can get the ball back so that can go in his trophy case forever.
Standing in now, Dom Nunez.
Number 3.
As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1.
He definitely doesn't look himself to start this one, and this lineup needs to be on the attack early and be aggressive and find a way to stay in this game.
And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right. 2-2 to the Colorado catcher.
2 strikes.
Won't commit on the slider. Good patience, and it's full 3-2.
Pretty easy pitch to lay off there. 2-2. Not even close to being in the strike zone. He made it easy for the hitter in that one.
He loses him on ball 4.
What's the saying? When you find yourself in a hole, the first thing you should do is stop digging. Well, the guy on the bump obviously hasn't heard that one.
And that'll bring in Garrett Hampson. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. From the belt, kicks and deals. Fastball just misses. That's ball 1.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
The 1-0. Who jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. But 4 runs score in the inning, 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. On to the bottom of the first. It's now 4-0 Colorado. Jeff Hoffman gets the call for game 1 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
If you want to pick up a win as a starting pitcher, you have to go 5 innings to get the win, and that's just what he did in the last one. I'm sure he'd like to be out there for a little bit longer in this one.
Striding in, Jonathan Villar. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Marlins, the center fielder, Jonathan
The pitch.
Villar.
Curveball just misses, apparently. 1-0. Well, boys, we take a look at the Rockies starting play here tonight. Despite the loss last time out, they've been in a real good groove lately. Victorious in 7 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty, this team is red hot right now. You grab your gloves to run out on the field for the bottom of the first inning, and you got a 4 spot, a crooked number up on the board for your pitcher. They're feeling super confident about the way they're playing.
And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. Murphy will get under it to put it away just past the first base dugout, and that's out number 1.
Batting second, the second baseman, Isan Diaz.
Coming to the plate now, Isan Diaz. And he really thrives in the batter's box here at home. Something to keep an eye on in this one. Here's the first pitch to him.
1-0.
The 1-1 is a sharp slider taken low for a ball.
Hey, there's not a lot you can do with a slider breaking down and in unless you catch it way out front. I like the idea of taking it and making the pitcher bring you something a little more hittable.
And he just misses inside with the fastball there. 1 out, nobody on. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. High in the air down the right field line. Right fielder is on the run. And he makes the catch in the corner. Now at the plate, Garrett Cooper. No one aboard for him, and 2 gone here in the first. The pitch. lifted in the air toward the line and right. Long run for the right fielder, but this will land untouched. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. And he lays off a pitch down and away. Ball 2.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Swung out and missed, and it's even at 2-2.
If the offense didn't already know, man on the mound's got his A-game fastball working today.
Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. Grounded back up the middle. Rogers scoops it up. Throw to Murphy will take care of him, and that'll end the inning. Nothing across here this half of the inning. We move ahead to the top of the second now. It's the Rockies 4 and the Marlins nothing. Second inning set to go, and next will be the pitcher, Jeff Hoffman.
The pitcher, Jeff Hoffman.
First delivery to him on the way.
Ball 1, no strike.
Hit on the ground out to short. Reined in. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
The right fielder, number 12, Chris Owings.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and next to bat it'll be Chris Owings. First pitch of the at-bat. In there, strike one. Bases are empty, one man out. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
He's attacking this hitter a lot more aggressively than he did the first time when he faced him and issued a walk, coming right after him here.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2.
What pitch recognition right there. 90% of the guys are going fishing after that nasty slider.
And he lays off it to even the count. 2-2. And he fouls this one off. The 2-2 one more time.
3-2.
And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
The first baseman, number 9, Daniel.
Now batting, Daniel Murphy. He drew a walk his first time up. From the belt, the pitch.
Nope. Ball 1.
He broke out the slide step there, Danny.
Yeah, he's clearly thinking about the steal right here. Didn't happen, but the cat-mouse game continues on.
The 1-0 home. Offered at and missed. Here's the throw. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily. The 1-1 home. Misses. Ball 2. With runners in scoring position this season, Murphy is hitting over .350 up in the high 300s.
These are the stats the oppositions look at. Being great with runners in scoring position. He has certainly been that, and he's able to slow the moment down.
3-1 to him now. 1 out and a runner on second base. Hard hit ball to second, right to him, and there are 2 away now.
Now batting.
And that'll bring in Nolan Arenado. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yeah, and he didn't put up much of a fight either, Matty. Got to find a way. Can't go down 3 pitches. I don't care if you're staring at him or swinging at him. You have to find a way to make this pitcher work a little bit harder.
And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Men on third with 2 down. Fastball in there for a strike. 92 on the radar gun that time.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
The 1-1. Grounded weakly down the line toward third. But a foul ball. 1-2 now. Two balls, 2 strikes to Nolan Arenado. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Dickerson retreats to the track, and he'll put this one away. So a sigh of relief as the side is retired. So a good job for him there to bounce back after giving up 4 last time around. On now to the bottom of the second. It's the Rockies 4 and the Marlins nothing. Into the box, Corey Dickerson set to lead off the home half of the second.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Pitch on the way. This is on the ground over to first. And the Marlins are into the hit column. There's their first base hit.
Dan, I'll tell you, it doesn't matter what it looks like right there. That lawn dart felt so good.
Oh, dear, this guy's been due. He really needed that one.
At the plate, Brian Anderson, as he takes a cold strike at the knees. It's 0-1. His prior history in this matchup, he's 1 for 2. Nobody out, runner on first. Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
Well, no one really likes getting plunked by a pitch, but as long as it doesn't do too much damage, most guys will take it any day. A free pass can be a big deal if the guys behind you can make it hurt for the pitcher.
Up next from Miami, Miguel Rojas, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. First pitch on its way. Hit to short. Story brings it in. One there. Back to Murphy, and they get them both.
Oh, that's a rally killer right there. They were in great shape with 2 on and nobody out, but the double play is the last thing you want in that situation. Just a runner at third now, but there's 2 outs.
Digging in, Francisco Cervelli, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First offering on its way. And this is pop foul, but perhaps playable behind first. Murphy is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Marlins lead 1. They trail here 4-0. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with a report as we get set for the top of the 3rd. Heidi?
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Rockies skipper Bud Black between innings, specifically about his club's offensive output to this point. And overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He cited the 4 walks they've earned already as evidence that his guys are waiting for the right pitch and that they're willing to let the opposition work themselves into trouble. So far, that's paying off.
Thank you, Heidi. And that brings in the power-hitting shortstop Trevor Story. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the third. The pitch.
I guess the game plan from the offensive standpoint today coming into this one was they were going to work the counts. They've been super patient at the plate in the early goings of this game, and they've got the lead looking for more.
Now a swing and a miss at a slider for a strike.
0-2 count. You could do just about anything you want right now. Up, down, in, out, hard, soft. Good time to be a pitcher.
1 and 2.
Now a slider well off the plate, an easy take there. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Hey, doubled up on breaking balls there outside. Now might be the time to bust that fastball in.
High in the air down the right field line, but this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Count remains full. The 3-2 one more time. Now here's a check swing, and they appeal down to first. No swing, so that's ball 4.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
Digging in for his second at-bat, David Dahl. He singled his last time up. Here comes the first pitch.
We're only in the 3rd inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
Ball 1.
Didn't quite catch the zone there. Ball 1.
That's a great call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. Easy transfer throw to second base.
The 1-1. Drilled on the ground to short. To second for 1. On to first. A double play.
Nice job on the mound to bounce back from the leadoff walk. Those are usually pretty costly, but that won't be the case this time after the 2-ball.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up Brendan Rodgers.
Yeah, and that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
At the ball.
Breaking ball called just a bit low. Oh, look at that stop. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. Nothing across here this half. We'll move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Rockies lead it 4-0.
Welcome back as the Marlins look to get the offense going in the 3rd, and this is a lineup that has had its struggles this season. Specifically, power has been nowhere to be found. They entered the day with the lowest slugging percentage and fewest home runs in the league, which has led to a lot of media criticism, especially locally. One player told me, it's obviously a huge problem that we need to figure out as a group, but until we start driving the ball like we think we can, we need to find other ways to score runs and support our pitching staff. We'll see if they can show some signs of improvement as time goes on, guys.
All right, Heidi, thank you. There's a changeup taken, but it finds the zone on the inside.
He's had some success so far, but he's going to need to continue to throw strikes early on in the zone, because the more they see this guy, sooner or later they're going to figure him out.
And he misses there, 1-2. Lays off, 2-2 now.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away, so now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now.
You can bet they love ball 4 here. That gives the pitcher on deck an obvious bunt situation to move the runner into scoring position.
Line to the right side, and a leaping effort, but it's off his glove. And he'll reach first as they can't make the play on him.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, Hernandez.
In now, Elieser Hernandez. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. But this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. And they do have him squaring with 2 strikes as he gets this one down. And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. Throw not in time at first, so the pitcher tries to give himself up, but instead he gets himself a base hit.
Well, he took a risk with the decision to throw to second instead of taking the sure out at first. Not sure if someone was yelling for him to go to second, but we know now it was the wrong call.
Ready now for the Marlins, Jonathan Villar. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch on its way. Swing and a liner. That's in there, base hit. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
They had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
Into the box now, Isan Diaz, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1.
When you're hitting in a situation like this, you have to find a way to slow your heart rate down. The pitcher's the one with all the pressure. You're looking to keyhole something middle of the plate and drive some runs in.
The 1-0 is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Diaz, a native of Puerto Rico. He's in his rookie year here at the big league level. 2-0 count. The pitch is taken, strike 1. Bases loaded here, nobody out. And this could be trouble now. It's 3-1.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
The 3-1. Ground ball foul down the left side.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
Again, he sends it out of play. Count still full, 3-2. Keeps fighting him off. The 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
A lot of indecision there on that check swing, and that's something you see quite a lot on 3 and 2. When the difference between striking out and drawing a walk can be an inch or two, it's pretty understandable why guys aren't always aggressive with their swings.
He's set. Here it comes. And this ball's going to find the seats down the left field line. Foul, strike one. Oh, 1. Here's the pitch. A softly hit ball here, foul, off to the left side, and it's strike 2 now. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here.
Wow, talk about frustrating. Not what you want to do with the bases loaded. A simple pop-up, and nothing productive comes out of that.
So stepping in, Corey Dickerson. He reached on a single in his first try. Has a look, now the pitch.
Hey, when a pitcher's put in a tough spot, he's usually going to go to what got him here, and that's this guy's slider. Expect to see that more often.
0-1, here it comes. Liner towards second, but right there is the second baseman, and that will retire the side. Marlins leave all 3. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Standing in, Dom Nunez, as we begin the top of the 4th.
The catcher, number 3, Dom Nunez.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Yep, that ball went out.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down, or he won't be out here very long.
The 1-0. A swing and a miss, strike 1. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Now the 1-1 pitch. This is on the ground over to first, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The batter.
So the bases are empty with 1 man gone, and up steps Garrett Hampson to bat. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
No, inside.
Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
And this is why he's struggling right here. He's not able to pound the strike zone early in the count. These guys are finding themselves in serious count leverage situations, and good hitters aren't going to miss.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
And he'll just make him throw one over here. 3-1. 4 pitches, all takes. He's showing a lot of patience here.
And I like that from a guy like him, Matty. He can do a lot of damage on a base pass with his legs, so there's no reason for him to get overly aggressive if he's not getting anything to handle. Wow, you know he's not happy with that call. When it crossed the plate, it sure looked like a strike to me. Seemed to catch a ton of the plate. That's a tough way to give up a walk, but he's got to put it behind him now.
So here now's the pitcher, Jeff Hoffman. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far.
Yeah, Matty, expect this pitcher to try and get the same result as his last at bat right here. The double play is in order. Anything on the ground, the way this defense is, they could certainly roll too.
Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So they breeze through this half of the inning. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. Colorado's out in front, 4-0. Leading off the inning, Brian Anderson, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Brian Anderson.
First offering on its way. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown a first pitch strike to.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's one gone.
Wow, that's one of the toughest pitches in baseball to hit right. That good straight changeup, El Cambio. There's not much you can do with that. You're going off of that arm speed, and the ball, it just doesn't get there.
Into the box, Miguel Rojas. As he will take strike one on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's 0 for 1 thus far. And it's fouled away. A windup and the 0-2 pitch.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hey, the fish ain't biting there on that 0-2 breaking ball, but you got to be careful because this pitcher might throw him another one.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Giving chase is Dahl. He can't get to it. This one's down.
I don't know how he got to that fastball right there. That looked like the old Tommy Hawk approach back in the 60s and 70s getting it out.
Here's the catcher, Francisco Cervelli. And a ball 1-0. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. The 1-0.
Nope, outside.
Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. Count even at 2-2 to the Marlins catcher.
That swing looked kind of out of control to me. Looked like he was trying to dial 9, but when you're down by 4 runs early in the game, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
And that one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Now the payoff pitch home. This one's down to third. There's one. On to first, and it's another double play. They're second in the first 4 innings as that one will retire the side. Around the horn they go. 5-4 to 3 to end the threat. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Here's Chris Owings now. He'll get his side started in the inning, and Dan, so far they've been stifled offensively since the first inning.
Boy, they sure have, Matt. They came out of the gates and got hot right away, but whatever was going for them pretty much has disappeared. We'll see if they can wake it back up.
And now a pitch on the way. Hit on the ground to third. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting.
Daniel Murphy steps in now. 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. Now the pitch. He pulls this one into right. Ramirez is there. 2 down.
Now batting. The third baseman, Nolan.
So 2 are gone in the Rockies' half of the 5th, and that'll bring in Nolan Arenado. First delivery to him on the way. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And foul. The windup and the 0-1. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1. He couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane of the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. He's got it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. Last half of the fifth coming up. It's the Rockies 4 and the Marlins nothing. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Wackney.
Matt, during the commercial break, I had a chance to catch up with manager Don Mattingly about the Marlins' offensive production, and he really emphasized that they're not doing a very good job capitalizing on run-scoring opportunities. With just one hit with runners in scoring position in the game, you can understand why he feels that way. But he also says he likes the way his guys are responding to the adversity. It seems as though they're keeping their energy and mood up, so we'll see if they can start coming through with some big hits as we go forward.
All right, thanks, Heidi. Digging in to try it again, Harold Ramirez. He leads off in the bottom of the fifth as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
The pitch.
Inside, ball one.
Ramirez is a guy that can really pick him up and put him down, if you will. He's a plus runner and really uses speed to his advantage in multiple ways on the field.
Yeah, and it works for him. It works for him in a lot of ways, like you said, Matty. Hits the ball on the ground. He has the potential to beat it out. I can't tell you what this does for an infield or an outfield defense to be put on their toes and have to make plays against this guy.
Hampson patrolling center makes the play, 1 out. Jorge Alfaro will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 38, Jorge Alfaro.
And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Man, this guy's really pitched well so far, attacking the strike zone, and he's really kept these hitters off balance.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Down the left field line and deep. And this will wind up a foul ball. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2. Ball 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Breaking ball that time that misses out of the zone.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. That softly hit to right. Will that get down? Yes, it will. He's got himself a 1-out single.
The center fielder, number 2, Jonathan.
To the plate now, Jonathan Villar. Now a swing at a ball popped in the air back behind short, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Standing in now, Isan Diaz. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball one. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. The 1-0 home. Down the third baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. And a half swing here, but he pretty clearly went around, and it's 1-2 now. No runs on 6 hits and no errors in the game for the Marlins. Smoke the other way, high and deep to left. But he's going to get there as he runs it down on the warning track for the 2nd out of the inning. Into the box now, Garrett Cooper. And we'll see what he can do here with a pair of runners on base and 2 gone here in the 5th. First pitch on its way.
Nope, that's the ball. Ball 1, no strike.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. And 2-0 now as this misses below the knees.
A time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Two-0 count. The pitch swung on, but it's pulled foul wide of third. Now the 2-1. And he goes and chops this one out towards second. Rogers picks it up. Throw on to first will be in time, and the Marlins can't cash in here, and that ends the inning. Marlins strand a pair. They're down 4-0. Jose Arena takes over to start the 6th inning on the mound.
Now pitching for the Marlins, number 62, Jose. Great job.
Top half of the 6th about to get started, and in to hit next the power hitting shortstop Trevor Story. Here comes the first pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Hey, this guy's got an 89-mile-an-hour changeup. There was a time when 89 was a pretty good fastball.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. The 1-2.
Ball match outside.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
3-2, full count. Now the payoff pitch home. Tough pitch to lay off, but he did, and it's ball 4, so the leadoff hitter is aboard to start the 6th.
That's an excellent at-bat right there. Fell behind early 1-2. Didn't panic or start chasing pitches out of the zone. He's able to lay off 3 pitches in a row, and he's standing on first with no outs. That's a great job.
And that'll bring up the speedy outfielder David Dahl. He was a double play victim last time around.
Yeah, and the defense is thinking, give it to us again and we'll roll it over all day long. Don't think that's not in his head right now as he steps to the plate.
And he'll miss the target away with the fastball. It's 1-0. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. Now a throw over and a dive, but he's back in there. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Boy, not exactly what you'd like as a pitcher. One of the keys is to minimize your pitches, attack the strike zone early, a lot of deep counts, and working himself into a lot of trouble.
In there, and it's even now, 2-2.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
All even at 2-2. Here it is. And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats. This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. Fouled away. The next 3-2. And he lays off there, ball 4. So back-to-back walks have him in business here with nobody out.
Now batting, the second baseman,
Brendan Rodgers will stand in, and as he does, we'll flash you back to the first inning of the ball game. A 3-run shot had him off and running right out of the gate. From the stretch.
I'll tell you, it's a helpless feeling for a manager or a pitching coach when your pitchers are having a really hard time throwing strikes. What are you supposed to do other than keep trying new guys until someone starts attacking the zone?
The 1-0 is taken for a ball as that slider broke off the plate.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
Now the 2-0 home. Right side, but it's going to be a foul ball.
Lucky he got a piece right there. He was definitely late on that pitch after seeing a previous off-speed pitch.
And the pitch is off the catcher's glove as it rolls away. So now 2 men in scoring position. The 3-1. Line toward the alley in left center, and that's in there. Base hit. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's a 6-0 ball game.
the catcher, number 3, Dom Nunez.
So now to the plate, Dom Nunez, as he will take a look at strike 1 on a fastball right down the pipe. Now a fastball off the plate away, a ball and a strike.
He's already walked 2 in this inning already. This guy just can't seem to find the strike zone.
And he lays off for a ball, 2-1. On the ground to third. Scooped up, one there. On to first, and they get the double play.
Now batting, number 1.
Standing in, Garrett Hampson. It was a walk in his last trip. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Pull, that's inside.
6 runs, just 3 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Rockies thus far. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Now here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2.
Hey, that's a huge double play to settle everybody down right now. Giving up a few early runs. Let's see if he can get out of this inning and regroup.
Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Hit the other way out toward right field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So 2 runs on just 1 lone hit, no errors, and no one left on base. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 4, 5, and 6 coming up. It's the Rockies 6 and the Marlins nothing. At the plate, Corey Dickerson. He'll have the opportunity to kick things off as we begin the home 6th.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. So 1-1 home. There's a low changeup that's laid off. The count now at 2-2.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Count remains 2-2. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. With that, the Marlins get a good start to the inning with their leadoff man aboard.
And that's just another base hit in a long line of many. Seems like he's been pitching from the stretch the entire game, but somehow he's still got a shutout going. We'll see how long he can make this last.
At the plate, Brian Anderson. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. The set and the 1-0 pitch. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. To second for 1. On to first to complete the double play. So base is empty now after the double play. And coming forward now is the shortstop, Miguel Rojas. First pitch of the at-bat. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Dahl's in pursuit. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Nothing doing for the Marlins. They won't make a dent in a 6-0 deficit. All set for the start of the inning, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Jeff Hoffman.
The pitcher, Jeff Hoffman.
First offering on its way. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. And that misses 1-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. There to take it is VR, and that's the first out.
The right fielder.
So the Rockies lineup turns over, and to the plate, Chris Owings. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch on its way.
Ball, that's outside.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
A ball and a strike to Colorado's leadoff batter. It's 1-2.
I got to count 1 and 2.
Now the pitch. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And a swing and a miss here, so it's a quick 2 outs to start the 7th.
Hey, I'm not sure what he was sitting on right there. It might have been sitting on an off-speed pitch, but instead he gets the fastball way late. Had no chance to put that ball in play.
Here's Daniel Murphy now. Now Murphy belts one, carrying well to right field. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot there for Daniel Murphy. 4th home run for him on the season as this lead swells to 7-0.
Yeah, and you could see he just made a mistake. He was cruising in the 7th, getting the first 2 outs, but then he offered up one that caught a little bit too much of the plate. This one got up and out of here, ruining what looked like a good appearance out of the bullpen.
Sixto Sanchez comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Nolan Arenado will be the first one to greet him as he'll start fresh here with the bases empty following the home run. Now here's the pitch. And this is taken outside for ball 1.
Wouldn't mind a pitcher expanding the zone a little bit more and using his aggressiveness against them.
And that's right there, and we're even at 1. Maybe too much break on the slider. 2-1. Pitch on the way.
Helpful.
Two out, nobody on. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the 2nd time here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen,
But the Rockies add one more to their lead, and it comes via the solo dinger. Get up and stretch. It's the Rockies 7 and the Marlins nothing. So digging in now, Francisco Cervelli. He's flied out and hit into a double play in 2 at-bats. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Counts even at 1-1 to Cervelli. And that misses. 2-1.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. A good pitch, but if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
The 2-1 is a fastball taken high for a ball.
Time to wake up the offense right here. 3-1 count, all in on something over the heart of the plate.
Into the corner and slicing foul. No walks yet. Here's the delivery. Fouled off. The next 3-2. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Right fielder is on the run, He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Now batting, right fielder.
Stepping up to the plate, Harold Ramirez. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First offering on its way. Heading out towards shallow right. Owings will come in a bit and put it away for the second out of the inning. John Birdie will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 5, John Birdie.
There's a fastball well off the plate for a ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball.
I think when a team starts struggling, certainly offensively, it's just guys try and play above their pay grade. Know who the best players are in the lineup and try and get on base to set them up.
3-0 now.
Hey, he's had great command all day. Want to see how aggressive he is in the zone with a 3-ball count.
Hey. 3-1. 2 out, nobody on. And he lays off, ball 4, so he comes right off the bench and works the walk. Usually easier said than done.
Well, they've been unable to get to this guy, so they'll take base runners any way they can get him. At the very least, you make him work from the stretch and add to his pitch total.
Here comes manager Bud Black out of the dugout heading for the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So his final line will show 6 2/3 innings pitched. He was very effective out there, no doubt. Jairo Diaz takes over pitching duties, looking to get that final out now here in this 7th inning.
Number 37, Jairo Diaz.
Jonathan Villar will be the first to greet him here as he stands in with a runner at first and 2 away. He's set, now the pitch. And he takes ball 1.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Now the 1-0.
Outside, that's the ball.
You thank your lucky stars when you get a chance to hit behind a guy with as much speed as he has on first base. The entire defense is on guard, and you know probably there's a fastball coming.
A runner on first with 2 away. And that's over. 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike. The count.
Two balls and 2 strikes to Jonathan Villar.
One of my favorite pitches in the game right there, the old Greg Maddux equalizer. Started at the front hip and bring it back.
This one sinks low and a touch outside. It's a full count, 3-2.
Good spot for an RBI. Put the ball in play with the runner in motion. He could score all the way from first.
Popped him up. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Mission accomplished that half inning for the Colorado bullpen. 8th inning coming up. It's the Rockies 7 and the Marlins nothing. Yimi Garcia enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Striding in for the Rockies, Trevor Story.
Leading off for the Rockies, the shortstop, Trevor Story.
From the stretch, here's the pitch.
No, that's down.
And this is low, ball 1. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone. This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. 2 great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. David Dahl will be next. Now the 3-0 offering.
Hey! Hey!
He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep the ball around the knees like that.
Ready now with the payoff pitch. And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning.
Now batting, the left fielder, David Dahl.
Now at the plate, David Dahl. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Put him away.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Count 1-0.
And that misses for ball 1.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
A runner at first with no outs here. And a breaking ball falls in there for a strike. It's 1-1. Marlins have some action in the bullpen now as a right-hander is up and throwing. And that's on the outside corner, 1-2. Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you think you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Stepping in now, Brendan Rodgers. That's back toward the mound. This will be a tough turn, however, and he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out.
The catcher.
Coming to the plate now, Dom Nunez. He was a double play victim last time around.
Yeah, rolling into a 2-ball will eat at you for the rest of the game at least, so you know he wants to make up for it right here.
Here comes the first pitch. Starts him out with a curveball for a strike.
Hey, love the pitcher attacking the zone right here. He knows he's got a patient hitter at the plate. Might as well steal that first strike.
Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Off the plate and in. It's a ball and a strike. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
1 strike.
Ooh, and I'm not sure I've seen a swing that bad even in a video game. It's 2-2 now.
Hey, newsflash, think he was guessing, boys? Because that was an ugly swing right there.
The 2-2 is swung on and missed, strike 3. Rockies strand 1, and they hold a 7-0 lead. Bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Isan Diaz.
The second baseman, Isan Diaz.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
0-1 count and the pitch.
1-1. Ball 2.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
Pulled toward right center field. Right fielder giving chase. He can't get there in time, and now it hops over the wall for a ground rule double.
Now batting, first baseman.
There's a deep fly ball. Doesn't quite get out of the ballpark, but it hits in the right spot as it bounces off that hard warning track and over the wall for a ground rule double. Not sure if he had triple on his mind, but I doubt he'll complain too much about getting to coast into second base.
Garrett Cooper is at the plate now, and he takes a called strike. Swing and a miss, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Way outside. 1-2.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
The 1-2 to the left side, but it's well foul. And we're going to have a quick stoppage here as a beach ball has made its way into right field. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
That's what you call clipping the outside corner. Great movement on that slider, and it completely locked up the hitter. Didn't fool the umpire, though.
Into the box now, Corey Dickerson. Pounded softly down the line toward first. This gets foul. It's 0-1. From the stretch. Hit on the ground out to short. Story picks it up. Throw gets him. 2 down. Ready once again, Brian Anderson. 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch so far.
Anderson.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 1 left for Miami. They're down by a touchdown, 7-0. Stepping up now, Garrett Hampson. No hits to this point.
The center fielder, number 1.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he fouls this one off. And he takes this one high. 1-1. Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone. Charlie Blackmon will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here.
Number 19, Charlie Blackmon.
Fastball in there for a called strike. And he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. Here comes the 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And right into the shift. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Jeez, this looked like a routine grounder that just got away from him. Every school kid knows that you've got to look it all the way into the glove. He didn't, and now they've got to deal with a one-out base runner.
Runner at first following the error. And coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Chris Owings. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch, and he gets him to lift one high in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Diaz takes charge out there, and he stays with it for the second out.
The first baseman.
Trying to pick things up where he left off, Daniel Murphy. It was a solo shot for him in his last at-bat.
The last at-bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches.
1 ball, no strikes the count. The 1-0 is looked at for the first strike. 2 out with the man at first. Fastball laid off well below the knees. All even now, 2-2. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Murphy now. And there's strike 3. So we'll see now if they can manage to hold on to this huge lead as the side is retired. 1 left for Colorado, but they're still in control, 7-0. Carlos Estevez, a right-hander standing 6'6", will take over pitching duties here.
Carlos Estevez.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Miguel Rojas. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. He's set and the pitch. Estevez stands 6'6" and throws from the right side. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. And he lays off for ball 1. The 1-1 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 2.
I can't imagine he was sitting on fastball at his neck right there. He is going to have to lower his sights if he's going to have any chance.
Line towards center field, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. So it's a leadoff single that kicks off their half of the ninth.
Boy, this has been really frustrating. They're piling up the base hits, but they can't seem to get that one big knock to drive some runs in.
Yeah, and this can get frustrating for a team. Doesn't matter what your batting average is. The bottom line is W's and L's, and they got to find a way to get some runs.
Into the box, Francisco Cervelli. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. And he misses with it. 1-1. Action now in that Colorado pen as a southpaw has stood up to throw out there. Nobody out, runner on first. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. From the stretch. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Good job of making him chase a pitch for the strikeout there.
Yeah, Matt, that's the advantage of getting ahead in the count. You can really force hitters to expand their zone and protect. And when they're in that mode, getting them to go after a pitch they can't do much with becomes a lot easier.
In now, Harold Ramirez, as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball 1-0. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Now the 1-0. In the dirt, and now let's see. And he is in there. They couldn't get him at second. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Well, when a reliever comes in a game, he always wants to make a big impression, but I don't think uncorking a wild one was what he had in mind. Sometimes it takes a reliever a little bit of time to be comfortable on the mound out there, so we'll see if he can settle in.
2-0 count. The pitch is laid off of for ball number 3. That's in there. 3-1. And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with only one away.
Now batting, the pitcher.
Matt Kemp will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Since hitting to the Marlins, number 27, Matt Kemp.
This ball's hit in the air down the right side and out of play. 0-1. From the belt, the pitch. High and deep to left center field. Ranging back is Dahl, but he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap. And they will hold that runner over at third as he'll move up only 90 feet, but the bases are loaded with one away.
Boy, there's a long drive bullet off the wall right there, but the outfielder does a really good job, D-Row, of getting that one quickly and getting it back in to keep him at first for a long single.
Yeah, and also nice job by the base runner not there, not putting his head down, being over aggressive and getting thrown out at second base. He saw the play happening in front of him and put the brakes on and got back for a base hit.
Yeah, D-Row, I think he would have been toast if he tried to stretch that one into a double.
He's set. Here it comes. Line drive to left. That's in there. Base hit. 1 run scores. And the run is in to score from second. That makes it a 7-2 game.
You know, D-Row, hitting in the leadoff spot, you're not going to get very many opportunities to drive in some runs, but that's a big 2 RBI hit.
Yeah, when you see ducks on the pond, Dan, your eyes light up. I don't care if you're hitting first in the lineup or 8th in the lineup. You grind out in that bat and try and get the runs on the board for your team.
Yeah, but that's a big 2 RBI base hit.
James Pazos enters from the bullpen, hoping to get the final 2 outs and put this one into the win column. Digging in, Isan Diaz. And these guys are making a little push here. You have to like the effort despite the odds.
Yeah, you really do, Matt. Look, they still have a significant hill to climb, but hey, they string a couple of hits together here, and all of a sudden this thing feels doable.
First pitch of the at-bat. Couldn't lay off the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Pazos has seen his role change with those one-batter lefty specialists going the way of the dodo as a part of MLB's pace of play initiatives. Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
The 2-1 is strike two swinging.
Next up, 2-2.
You know what, Matty? I think it's so tough for a lefty to stay tucked on that slider, to keep his front shoulder in and be able to recognize it and not get beat with the fastball.
Gall's in pursuit.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
Hit back up the middle. Story scoops it up to second for one. On to first, and he rolls a double play ball to end it here as this ball game is over.
Yeah, and they end this thing with style, turning that double play to preserve the win. That's what we call finishing strong.
And this evening's ends at a 7-2 finish. The Rockies put up a 4 spot in the opening frame on the way to victory. Jeff Hoffman earns his 6th winning decision in this one. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter @MLB The Show.